Alrighty, so here we are on some more Black Ops 3 Custom Zombies. We're going to be going through a bunch of the GTA Online stuff. Don't know how many videos it's going to span across, because I don't know how many full ones there are. I know there's the garage, like what we're doing right now. I know there's the ammunition. I know there's the apartments. Just depends. I haven't played this one in so long, so I don't remember how much the viable ending is, which is probably a big mistake. It's probably going to be like something like 100k. And if it is, then, that should be fine. All I do know is I need to get rid of this pistol. The Welling, of course. Grab the double points. And start going for perks. Again, I know there's a lot of custom maps that I should probably end up doing for this little, off-stream stuff I do. But it's just trying to figure out what you guys would want to see. So if you guys would like to see, like, specific maps, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, as we talked about last night on stream, like, this is being recorded the day after Sony made their announcement of stopping physical media for games and their consoles. I just think it's hilarious because I remember back when the Xbox One came out, everyone thought Xbox was going to be the first one to do it. And then lo and behold, here we are. The first company to actually do it is technically Sony. Like, we're obviously not going to talk about the DRM stuff with, like, Denuvo, stuff like that. Because I think the DRMs are kind of, like, stupid. I will always think DRMs are stupid. Just because of, like, how much performance it just ruins on PCs and stuff like that. Including consoles, man. Consoles get ripped off, and they don't even realize with DRMs. Fortnite? Yeah. That's fine. I hate how we have the cordite in Black Ops 7. And, like, how bad it is compared to the Black Ops 4 version. But to be fair, they can't, for some reason, use made-up names anymore for guns because they think that they have to remake gun names every single time now because of all the, gun manufacturers saying, hey, you can't use the name of our gun in your game, that's copyright. When I introduced a lot of people into these spaces. Without video games, honestly, a lot of the younger generations that, never were in the military wouldn't be interested in guns. Even be interested in joining the military. Unless they have a military family. But no one really likes to acknowledge stuff like that anymore because people think it's a terrible thing to talk about. Like, like, there's nothing wrong with it, obviously. That's not what I'm trying to put off here, that there's something wrong with it. Because I come from a military family myself, and everyone should have, Personally, in my experience, I think everyone should be required to join the military or just go through basic training. But I also personally think that a lot of countries should really enforce gun safety and teaching people the difference between firearms, honestly. Maybe because there's a huge misconception about guns from people who have never been around one and only hear about it on the news because they think the news is, like, 100% right all the time. But again, this is just me yapping for a little video. Don't know how long this video is going to be. It's probably only going to be, like, maybe like 10, 15 minutes. No idea yet. Just depends, if I remember correctly, how much this Bible ending is. Again, I think it's 100k. It could be a lot more, it could be a lot less. It's not available yet, I don't think. No, yeah, Bible ending isn't available yet. I think it's around 30? I think it's around 30, something like that. We'll see, though. Once we get to that point. I'm gonna get rid of the normal ray gun, VKM. See, this gun would have been so good in Black Ops 4 if we had double... If we had double tap, this gun would have been so good. To be fair, every single gun in Black Ops 4 would have been amazing if we had double tap for zombies. But the health cap was so low on Black Ops 4 zombies anyways, like it wasn't really needed. Every map you could get to round 100. Or even, oh, it's 500,000 for Bible ending. Okay. Yeah, 500,000. Okay. So that's pretty much, that is exactly 5x on what I was thinking. It should be fine, though. Didn't take that long. I have a Cordite, I have a Thunder Gun. Trying to get, like, a good third option right now. I still remember when the Vendetta came out on Black Ops 4. This thing was insane. It just sucks that because, like, the sniper community doesn't like semi-autos anymore nowadays. We all just got pretty much tired of the Barrett spam in the older gen CODs. Barrett, XPR, SVU, WA2K, Dragunov, stuff like that. Oh, this isn't the Vendetta, this is the SDM. I could have sworn it was called the Vendetta in Black Ops 4, unless that was Black Ops 3. I know these are pretty much just all Black Ops 4 guns. So I might just be not remembering properly. Which is, you know, always pretty likely for me to forget actual weapon names. Because I don't pretty much use every single gun in a game. I pretty much am just a sniping nerd and zombies nerd. Insane how well this gun is doing this late in the game. Get all the perks, because why not? Wouldn't feel completed without getting all the perks, you know? And that's all the perks. That was just the Wonder Fizz stuff. But, yeah. Honestly, chat, like, I personally don't get why Sony is just shooting themselves in the foot so much here. I really don't understand it. First, they started doing, you know, DRM stuff for games to where, like, if you play offline only, like, you have to authenticate with online servers. Like, if you have, like, no internet, like, you're pretty much just screwed. I'm seeing, like, a bunch of people retweet, like, an old tweet from Sony. Well, from PlayStation, technically. Of them calling out Microsoft, like, you know, throwing shade at Microsoft for what they did during... Before, like, this... I think it was, like, the first month of Xbox One when they, decided to roll back the, game sharing stuff. And make it to where you could game share again. And now they're pretty much doing exactly what they made fun of. I think that's hilarious. I just love irony like that. Back punch the SDM. Pretty much just gives it iron sight. So what's crazy is I'm getting my partner to rewatch My Hero Academia. Like, we're pretty much just sitting down and watching it. Like, we finished Season 3 last night. Right before stream. And, when you don't, you know, listen to the community about anything when it comes to anime, like any anime community, like the animes are just way better. That's what people don't understand. Like, a community doesn't mean anything nowadays for stuff like that. But, you know, people would like to listen to, you know, a voice and, like, base all their opinions on that. Which I think is stupid because, you know, we're humans. Like, we have the freedom to express ourselves. We have the freedom of, like, we're human. Like, we're allowed to do whatever we want. Like, it doesn't mean, like, there's no consequences, obviously. But at the same time, we're allowed to express ourselves, so we're allowed to have our own opinions. That's what makes humans humans. That's what makes us beautiful, you know? As, like, a species. You know, people would rather, you know, go with the vocal majority on everything. Which is something I just don't understand. I just don't get why people can't formulate their own thoughts. Especially with people who've never, you know, experienced, like, what they're talking about. Those people are so annoying. Because to be like, oh yeah, even though I've never experienced it, I heard it from so-and-so, so no, no. And just like a bunch of other, you know, bullshit that people just don't seem to understand. And back with a normal ray gun. Had this last time, and it made me realize how bad the Black Ops 3 ray gun is. Last time I played it, which was like, gosh, close to a year ago now? We're pretty much halfway through now with this Bible ending. Shouldn't take that much longer. Is that we're at, it's 14 minutes in and we're at round 41. insane. Golden Ray Gun, old gen Black Ops 3. Do you guys remember how bad old gen Black Ops 3 was, especially for zombies, dude? Like, old gen Black Ops 3 is like one of the hardest versions of zombies you can play. Besides the DS version. Because the DS version, if I remember correctly, is a one-hit down, which is kind of insane. A lot of people nowadays would not be able to even get to past round 1 on that. Not just because it's like the DS controls, and we're talking about the original DS, not like the 3DS or the ones with the joystick on it, which I think was a 3DS or the 2DS. No, like you literally had to use the pen in order to like look around and everything. It's insane. A lot of the, I'm pretty sure every single DS map got remastered into the Black Ops 3 workshop. So if you guys would want to see that as well, let me know. Because I played, I think House and I think it was Mansion or something like that. I forgot. I played 2 of them. They were really cool. Yeah, again, like I said in the last video, if you guys have any maps that you want me to play and do videos on, let me know. Leave them down in the comments. Just as long as they're not like a Dodecagon style map. There's some tower maps I will do, just not like any of like the Dodecagon, stuff like that. Mainly just because I don't find those types of maps fun. I know a lot of people do, it's just like not my cup of tea. Like, I beat them once, and then at the same time, it's just like, what else is there to do? What, get a better time? Like, I could really care less. Not much of a speed runner when it comes to maps or Easter eggs. I like doing them. I like low rounds. Speaking of low rounds, there's a bunch of drama in like the low round Easter egg community for like old gen, which is insane. Like people claiming like, oh, you stole a strat, this. It's a bunch of weird stuff going on. It's like, oh yeah, strategies that people are supposed to use in order to try and beat your time. Like, you don't own a strategy. Like, if we put this into, like, casino speak, like, imagine if someone said, oh yeah, I own the Martingale strat, no one can use it. Like, it's insane. To be fair, it sounds like something like, Nintendo would do. You know, the capturing animals patent and all that stuff with Power World that happened. I'm so glad Power World won that lawsuit, dude. So glad. Not because, you know, Power World is good, because personally Power World isn't, like, my cup of tea either. Pokemon really isn't my cup of tea, especially recently. The last time I played, like, a Pokemon game I enjoyed was back on the Game Boy. Like, I'm talking about, like, the Game Boy Advanced. Which was pretty fun at this time. I forgot which one I had. I had, like, 2 or 3 games. And then I pretty much got them stolen in school, so that was fun to explain to my parents. And I don't even think like that kid ever got caught either, which is insane. Because he went through like so many people's bags. Or she, I don't know who it was. It's weird because they only took like the games. They didn't take like the actual consoles. Like at all. Which is also insane because they only took like Game Boy stuff. Like, this kid had a PSP and, like, didn't take any of those games. Like, which is insane. Because, like, the PSP was, like, more sought after than, like, a Game Boy back then. When I was a kid. 14,000 points left. Or 140,000, not 14,000. Might have been 14,000. No, yeah, 140,000. Okay. Again, like, this map isn't hard. It's just time-consuming. Especially since, you know, the death machine is on this map. If there wasn't a death machine on this map, like, it'd be, like, a little bit harder. But, you know, since we have, like, the thunder gun, you know, we got training areas, kind of, not really. The dogs are supposed to add a challenge, but, you know, dogs, pretty much in Black Ops 3 are, like, super easy to control. Yeah, as you can see here, like, just training this is Pretty simple. Pretty much just like training up on the stage or near the stage on Kino der Toten on Black Ops 3's like Zombie Chronicle maps are like so weird for how easy they are to get round 100 on. If you guys want me to do like streams of doing like round 100 on every single like Black Ops 3 Zombie Chronicles map, doing like round 100 on all of them, let's get this video to like God, I'd say like 12 likes, and I'll do it. It'd take a little bit just because of like how like time consuming they are, because like they're not hard, they're just time consuming. If that makes any sense. 80s, cool. I do also have new merch coming out, you know. I do have like my current merch store that's not going to be updated anymore, so you guys will be able to still have like the OG design stuff there, but we are going to be doing stuff with Uwu Market pretty soon here. So like sweatshirt, like sweatpants, hoodies, t-shirts, stuff like that. Chat wanted a body pillow, and that was the only place that I could see that would, you know, actually do made-to-order stuff like that for body pillows without charging like a full arm and a leg, because I was looking at places that were charging like $100 and it didn't even come with a pillow, which is kind of insane. We'll also have mouse pads. I do have mouse pads up on my actual shop right now. Zombies up a little bit. And get some these double points before I start killing again. And just aim for headshots. There we go. I still have snappy movement is older gen COD titles. Like, it's not fluid. It's just like at that perfect point to where it's like between arcadey and not arcadey. I just wish Call of Duty would go back to being more arcadey, you know, for fun, instead of like trying to be realistic and trying to be like a Battlefield knockoff. Ever since Modern Warfare 2019 came out, like, you guys know me, like, if you guys ever watch any of like my shorts, I've been in any of my streams, you guys know how I feel about Modern Warfare 2019 and how that was the downfall of COD. The only reason why Black Ops 4 got so much flack, honestly, it wasn't because of how the game was released, even though like that's like a huge factor, because that game was pretty buggy on release. But you know, what games back then, including to now, weren't buggy, you know? Because no one likes to playtest their games anymore properly. It just sucks because for zombies, dude, especially on console, like how like much it crashed. Especially in the higher rounds when Blundell knew how big the high round community was. You'd think he would test it. Like, he could have just like flew out like a bunch of high rounders, turned off the Easter eggs, and just had people, you know, playtest. But a zombies community and, you know, leaking stuff is, you know, it goes hand in hand. What are we at right now? 27? We've got 20,000 more points left. Pretty much getting to the tail end here. But, again, chat, I think the next one that we're going to do, it is obviously going to be doing the trio of, like, the GTA Online maps, because I'm pretty sure there's only 3. By the same dude that did this one. And we'll see how well that goes. I pretty much ended stream, took a little break because my game decided to crash multiple times. My Easter egg decided to hard lock itself, which is amazing. But yeah, we have 30k points, overshot it a little bit, so there we go. Took 26 minutes and 20 seconds to do this. So yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you guys do leave a like, make sure you are subscribed, and yeah, leave a comment if you want to see more of this. Let me know some maps, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.